business, art and photography business and marketing. So kind of like a university, it's the easiest way to think about it. There's classes, there's courses, there's support, there's office hours, all these various different things. And so like a normal website company, we charge a monthly fee, and then the university, you pay one time to get in, and then you get all the training and teaching for life. And so the website fee starts out like most website fees. I think it's 49, 59, 69, or something along those lines, depending on which plan you get. There's different bells and whistles. And then the university fee is $999 one time. And some of the bigger plans, like when you go and get a demo, they like explain all the how do I pronounce the name, by the way? Eamon?
Aim.
Eamon. Um, when you get a demo, they walk you through all the bells and whistles and plans and different plans, and they do like bundles and 3 years and 5 years and all sorts of things that make it cheaper and stuff like that. But that's the easiest way to think about it. You know, everyone, well, I don't say everyone, but most artists, most photographers think they have a website problem. So they try one website, and then they try another website, and then they try a marketplace, and then they don't ever fix the problem. And the problem is that no one's working on their marketing, and no one's doing it consistently. If you don't fix that problem, whether you're on the website you're on now, or you have no website, or you're on a marketplace, or you're on Etsy, or Fine Art America, whatever, the business is not going anywhere. You have to fix the marketing problem. And that's our biggest struggle. That's our biggest challenge as a business. That's what we do all day long.
And I'll keep talking until
Please.
someone.
Yeah, go. That's what it's for.
So if I have a Shopify site at the moment that
Yep.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I use that as my website. I send people there to look at the stuff, and then we generally just go back and forth. Um, in order to grow I want to sort of widen my net.
Yeah.
I've got about 6,000 followers. I want to grow that to 25,000 followers.
Yes, you do.
So in order to do that, if I'm in art storefronts, I guess the way I push it out. I send people to my art storefronts website, my site, whatever we call it.
Mm-hmm.
I send them to my art storefront, and so that's my initial group I send there. How does it grow exponentially? Other than my group, rather than going to Shopify, they go to art storefront. And I know that you offer more services, obviously, than Shopify does. But
yeah,
how does that number increase?
Yeah, so we teach you to market all year long. We teach you to capture emails. We teach you what to email to the emails. We teach you how to run sales. We teach you how to run live art shows. We teach you how to grow your following with reels. We teach you how to grow your following with print giveaways. We teach you how to partner with charities. We have about 1 million different techniques, tips, tricks, tactics. Big picture, every single solitary person on this call, almost no one's doing it. All year long, you have to be capturing new email addresses. There's online digital ways to do that. There's offline ways to do that, depending on what you have at your disposal. You need to be emailing those emails consistently. You need to be posting on the socials regularly and growing the following there. And there's a bunch of rules for how you do that. You need to learn how to run sales and execute sales appropriately, how to tease a sale, how to announce a sale, how to contemplate the discount, what percentage off, how to contemplate the scarcity, how long the sale runs, what to do before, during, and after a sale, what are the best holidays, times of year where you should be running a sale, and getting confident and understanding all of that. And you have to do all of that consistently all year long, and that is how you grow a business. And it's the one thing that nobody wants to do. Like, if everyone had their camera on right now, and I said, show me, by a show of hands, if there was a service out there in which all you had to do was create, and you didn't have to do any of the business or any of the marketing or any of the selling, how many of you would be interested? Every single solitary hand in the thing would go up instantaneously. Where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? I'll tell you, that service exists. It's called a hobby, because that is what your business will be if you think that there's something like that exists. That is a hobby. If you want the business to grow, you have to work consistently on marketing. No one does it. Another way that I say it is like, whatever you want to do the least in the business, and I'm not picking on you, Eamon, I'm picking on everyone inclusive, is it has the highest leverage output for the business. And what no one wants to do is market consistently. Year after year after year, what artists and photographers do is they treat the marketing portion of the business like a New Year's resolution, right? It's a gym membership you sign up for in January and you're going 4 days a week. This is going to be my year. It's awesome. March rolls around and you haven't been once all month. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. The business goes nowhere. Nothing ever changes. No forward progress is ever made. And everyone tends to focus on all of these things. I'm so busy though. I'm working on my art and I'm in my studio and I'm working on this thing and I'm working on that thing. Why is nothing changing? Why has nothing changed year after year after year? Because you're working on the wrong things. That's it. So that's what we teach. That's why we exist. And to be honest with you, it's not, when I say it's it's like a postgraduate university. It's like postgraduate university / disciplinary school, because we have to provide support in all of the traditional ways, as well as bribery, extortion, carrot, stick, encouragement, accountability. Like, the hardest thing to get you guys to do is to do anything consistently, especially the one thing you want to do the least. And that's like the most difficult thing we face as a business. We have the best education on how to market, how to grow a business. I'll get into some real stuff in just a second, and I'll blow your minds. And I don't say that a little bit of ego, but I don't say that as an ego, because that part is easy. It's easy to have the education. Here's the best way to leverage technology to grow the business. The hardest part is to get anyone to take action. It's hard. It takes like this constant, like, comprehensive support umbrella that's everything from the in-person teaching to having the best online do-it-yourself, you read at your own pace education, to having regular meetings, to giving you a calendar and saying, this is what we're doing. Everyone is running a sale. We're all starting this week. Here's what you do. Here's the most important things you can do. So it's all of that. Until you fix that, it doesn't matter if you're on Shopify or you're on us. You have to write the mental check that say, I want this thing to grow. I want my follower count to grow. I want my email list to grow. I know I need to email it more. Once you start doing that, business just starts ticking up, up, how it goes. But 6,000 is a good following. You're doing great already. What's the 6,000 on? Is it Instagram, Facebook, what? I think you muted, so I can't hear you. I'm gonna unmute you again.
There we go.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram's the best platform. It's the most important platform, period. It's not even close. It's just a giant visual search engine, right? Everyone loves to talk to me about all the other ones. The difference that I get to have these opinions on is that we have 6,500 customers, and I have access to all of their analytics. I know what actually drives art sales versus what doesn't. Everyone loves to tell me, like, TikTok's amazing. I got 10,000 views on my video. Yeah, I haven't seen a single solitary person generate almost any sales on TikTok. It's not totally true. There's some, but Instagram remains the most important, the most impactful. So we can get into that next if no one else has questions. But yeah, you got to solve the marketing. If you're inclined, you're ready to do that, we can certainly help you do that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Evelyn, I'm grabbing you next. Evelyn's like, get straight to the reels. But she's asking me, my sleeveless associate Matthew. No, he wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't doing all of that by himself. He had a ton of help for sure. But you don't.
So was he paying for that extra help, or was that included in the art storefront support?
That was really, really early days, and so we were still just testing everything, right, and like understanding the ins and outs of how the whole thing works. And so no, he was not paying for it. But excuse me, we have services in-house because we have an in-house marketing agency where, like, if you really need someone to help you run the live art show, you can get somebody to do that, but you absolutely do not need to do it. You could run one in 2 seconds yourself without any help whatsoever, and you have all the equipment. You have a cell phone. You're ready to go. All you need is work that you can show, and you're in business. By the way, super jazzy background. Whatever's going on down there, super, super, super techno. What is that in the background?
That's like I had to turn it on because, like, I'm going to be talking to you, so I had to get your attention, right?
Great job. You did. I love it.
It's some of my art, but it's not in its complete state. Like, usually there's some diffusion over it.
Sure.
But I'm in the middle of moving things around in my studio. I'm having an art sale in 2 weeks because of you guys.
Awesome.
But I'm doing it in person. I don't know if I can handle I'm doing it in person.
Yes, erroneous to what the second thing you were about to say is, which is, I don't know if I can do it with my cell phone. Yes, you absolutely can, and you are going to, Evelyn. and amen. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Where I can't just do digital education. I can't just have the best group support. I have to go into genuine harassment, carrot and stick. So, Evelyn, here's what I want to say. What is your Instagram? Tell me what your Instagram handle is.
It's EVIE I'm sorry. I'm middle-aged.
Yeah,
it's Evie Leader. EVIELEDER.
LEDER. Did I have that right? that you?
Tell me how. I've been listening to you.
Okay, so you got 442 followers. You have not.
No, that's not the part that I'm listening to you about.
No,
but
you're definitely not listening to
the
me about
reels.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything on stories right now, but I'm paying attention to all.
Okay, good.
The stories, the reels, the posts, the messaging.
So I'm going to send you, once this thing's over, this page essentially, and on here is how to run live art shows, a quick start guide. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to pull up a page like this, and this page, excuse me, this page is going to have all of the reasons why you need to be running a live art show. Okay, all the reasons.
Like during I'm going to do like a 3-hour sale is what I'm doing.
Yeah, but don't worry about any of that. So once you get down to the bottom of this thing, there's a guide that I made for you guys. Send me the guide, please. Okay, and don't worry, I'm emailing all of you guys this as soon as this thing is over. So send me the guide. What's going on here? Why isn't it clicking? There it is. And what I have for you, step by step. Okay. The equipment you need, inventory and pricing, how to get paid, where to stream the show, the actual show, how to announce the show, what to do after. There is in detail, okay? You don't know how to go live on Facebook? We'll teach you how to go live on Facebook. You don't know how to go live on Instagram? We'll teach you how to go live on Instagram, okay? Step-by-step, point-to-point tutorial, and you could use this, and you can absolutely do this and run this. I tell you where to stream, how to stream, all the rest of it. Now, you don't have a gigantic Instagram following. I don't care, okay? It doesn't matter.
Okay. I mean, I actually have access to... I have like access to other people who will boost me in the region.
Good. Love it. Yeah. Let's leverage it. Let's do it. When am I tuning in?
The 28th from 1 to 4.
Okay. Are you committed then? Are we gonna do the live broadcast?
I don't know.
Evelyn, you can do this.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I've invited a few people to help me with the show, with the event.
All you need is one person to hold this for 15 minutes. That's it. I will run one right now. You will presumably have a stack of artwork. All you need to do is hold them up one at a time, talk about them, talk about how much they cost, talk about they're ready to hang, maybe some inspiration. 1, down, done. 2, up, talking about this. Awesome. It's incredible. You could do all of this in your little spot that you're in right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go dark for 1 second because I'm entering a room that's dark.
Yeah, everyone gets so terrified of the live video. Like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. I can't do this.
Like, I have these works too. I have these paintings.
Yeah, you're good to go. You've got inventory to show.
The screen prints, and I have all these things that I'm putting together.
You're ready to go, Evelyn. You're ready to go.
So, I have been making art for 30, 40 years, and have never really. The only way I've ever monetized it has been through grants, which has just been.
It's no way to build a business.
It's no way to build a business.
No, I know.
And you guys really changed my mind about a lot of things.
Good. Love to hear that.
And I built websites for a living, so I threw up a little website. I really get that the website's not the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
And so I just put up some work using Bay Photo, just because I can't really afford to get into your program, and I'm trying to fully understand the math and the percentages. Anyway, I had the demo. And, I'm just trying to raise the money in this show to be able to get involved with you guys. But I don't, I'm just trying. It's just like the deal is at the big point.
For sure.
The deal is like the 5-year plan. And that's making a commitment, to, it's a very early commitment to make.
Yeah, it's an important commitment to make. And the thing that we find. And there is no way, okay, on God's green earth to not accept this utterly, totally, and completely cynically coming from me, right? The guy whose job it is to hawk the software and the marketing and all the rest. But what's interesting about the bigger commitments is the normal behavior for you guys is exactly what I've outlined. There's an easy solution out there. I can try a marketplace, or maybe I can do WordPress, or maybe I can get on Shopify, or Fine Art America, or insert name of whatever here. And you hop from one to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. And when you do that, and whatever service is either free or is $10 a month or $20 a month or $30 a month, if you don't do any work that month, you're sort of like, yeah, all right, whatever, right? Like, it's not working out. It's only $30, and you're not committed. You're not bought in. So when people buy these big 5-year deals and spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, whatever they spend, they've burned the boat. There's no way in hell they're spending that much money and going to go fail, right? There's no way they're going to spend that much money and then not do the work, not try to recoup the investment. And so it creates a much more motivated customer base. Now, again, cynically, obviously it helps us too because it's a bigger deal size, but there is something profound about burning the boat. And the burning the boat never happens on free or $5 or $10 or $15 or $20 a month, because you can just as easily be like, this month, life's been challenging. I don't need to show up. I don't need to grind and get going. Like, I'm just going to let this one pass. You're laughing, but everyone else is nodding their head too, because it's what we all do. It's what we all do, right? Like,
No, I also think it is motivating. It's motivating. And so what you guys motivated me to do is to have this sale. I've never had a sale. I've never put my prices out there. I've never, I'm around people who are selling at, way higher prices.
Yep.
I'm in a building with other artists who are, actively selling, and and nobody's selling like me, like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I understand what you're doing, like with the t-shirt. I have some t-shirts in my shop. I have.
Yep. Not everybody is ready to buy wall art at all times.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yep. So, and I've had a few artists who, someone called me yesterday and said, wow, I'm impressed with you. Because I put out this email, like, I'm having a sale. Here's a teaser. Here's some images. So anyway, I'm just trying to, I'm hoping that this sale will give me confidence and to know whether people are interested in actually buying these things.
Okay. I want you to start making some reels. Okay. It's very easy to do. You don't need me to teach you how to do it. There is this fantastic thing called Google on the internet machine. You can use YouTube to do it or something else to do it. But I love what you're doing. Have the sale, run the live art show, and let me know how it goes.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Yeah. Is there someone in this chat that's actually active on Reels? I want to take a look at a profile, and then I want to teach you guys something. And any other questions that come in, of course, you can let me know. And Susan's asking, what's the cost to build the website? We have an in-house agency, and so some people just don't want to do the website at all. Most people get the website built on their own 14 days or less. You have to get your house in order a little bit, but Susan, like, when you go and get the demo, they will include it in your like plan or whatever, and they'll do it. Okay, Levin, okay, here it is. Trisha Hooker. It's Trisha Hooker's doing it. Let me see. All right, I want to show you guys something. No joke. Reels is like one of the most profound, and I'm pulling it up here as we're talking. So hold on, Trisha _ Hooker H. So let's see. I got to get a keyboard for typing into Instagram. Trisha Hooker Arts there. We've got her. Okay. So let me get this up. All right. Okay, well, you've only done 3 of them, Trisha, which is not a lot. But that's okay. There's some. So one of the I can still show it. So one of the interesting things about Instagram Reels, and I should explain this at a high level, is it utterly, totally, and completely fundamentally changes the equation when it comes to social media. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Up till now, if I followed Eamon there and Eamon followed me, Eamon would see some portion of my posts, and I would see some portion of his post. Back in the day, it used to be I would see all of his posts, and he would see all of my posts. And then the social networks were like, yep, we're not doing that anymore because we've reached critical mass. So now I'm going to see some small portion of Eamon's post. He's going to see some small portion of my post. So if you were not actively working on growing your followers, no one was seeing your posts unless somebody shared it. And this is essentially the same on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on pretty much any of them. Unless someone shared your work, okay, no one else saw it. So what's changed is TikTok came along. TikTok started stealing followers from Instagram and Facebook at a profound rate. Instagram copied TikTok verbatim for the second time in a row. The last time they did this was with Snapchat. And now with the Reels product, which is what you see on the screen behind me. This is mega satisfying for me, like cleaning up this pool, by the way. But now they've created a product that looks kind of like television. And what happens in this particular product is people you don't follow get to see your stuff. So I'm scrolling through and I'm on a various different channel here, and I'm just doing this randomly, and they're just showing me one person after another. And you notice if I like what I see, I'm able to hit the follow button with just one finger. So if I think this California photographer is great, looks like he's in LA, looks like Santa Monica, I love the purple colors, this is interesting. If I want to follow, all I do is click one little button. Boom, now I'm following him. And then I scroll to the next one, and I scroll to the next one, and I scroll to the next one. So it's profound in that sense, okay, that you can create content. And if the content is compelling, people will see it and they will follow you. In the social network, because they are scared to death, in this case Instagram, of TikTok eating their lunch, they will take your content and show it to more people for free. Okay, that in and of itself is profound. But another profundity of the platform is you have the ability, okay, to reply directly to comments on Reels, okay? And this is somewhat of a new feature, but it's been activated on everyone's account and everyone has it. And so tell me if any of this sounds interesting or sounds relatable to you. You are so talented. You post your stuff on the socials, and these are some of the comments you get. You are so talented, okay? I love your work. It's amazing. You should really try and sell this stuff. Wow, your stuff's amazing. Incredible. This is so beautiful. All of those types of questions on social media posts more or less represent buying questions, right? And it looks like Yvonne is telling me that Salty Cures. Let's see, Salty Cures. All of those represent buying questions, whether or not you know it, right? These people are potentially interested in what you do in your work, okay? What artists never do is they never take a buying question and turn it into a selling conversation, okay? You guys are naturally horrible at selling. This is just the facts. So I'm going to look at Salty Creations from Hawaii. Nice. And let's just see. This one's got 6 comments. I don't 100% know what you sell. Let's go shoot this week. Going to go down. So I'm looking at the comments that Salty Creations here has on some of his reels, and I want to see if there's something more product related. Are any of yours on products, or are you just talking about stuff, or what are we doing here, Salty?
So there's something that really irks me sometimes about...
No, I'm not hearing you complain. Just kidding. There's things that irk me all the time, too. Oh, I love Hawaii.
Hello, Salty friends. Quick little reminder to track your workouts. Now, I know that's...
Oh, so that you're doing part fitness, part photography. I see what you're doing. But I'll show you, because I can't show you directly on your platform. I'll show you on mine. You guys are doing Reels. And by the way, chicken and egg situation, you can't get into this scenario until you start doing Reels, okay? But you start doing Reels, and inevitably, as an outcome of that, you start getting comments on the Reels, and you start getting comments that are the nature of, your work is great. This is so beautiful. This is amazing what you do. And you now, as a result of Instagram's latest feature, so this is a Reel. This is a Reel that I did recently, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments. And there's a bunch of people here saying awesome stuff, this, that, and the other. What you can now do with Reels is you can say, I'm going to find a comment on here that I really like, and I've already responded to most of these, but okay. Here's a comment. I'm going to hit reply, okay? Watch. I hit reply, and this brings up a normal, how you reply to a comment on social. All of us have done this before, no big deal. What's amazing, though, is I'm now able to hit this little photo button, okay? And their comment has instantaneously been just dropped right on the screen, okay? And I'm able to record a reel, and I set the timer. I don't ever do anything under a minute, so I'm going to blow hard. And I'm able to respond to this comment, okay, by creating another reel. Now, when you do this, in the scenario that I explained earlier, i.e. you're getting buying questions on your posts. The work is so beautiful. This is amazing. You should sell this. Where can I get this? What media types is it available in? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I can now grab the piece that they're talking about, or a piece, or merch, or whatever it is, okay? The comment is now on the screen, and I can sit here and go, thanks so much for your comment, Jerry. By the way, this thing's for sale. This is acrylic. It's amazing. You said you wanted it in a bathroom. By the way, do you know that you can, this thing can sweat in the bathroom? You just wipe it down, never any problems. Fantastic stuff for the bathroom. You can see the detail in the acrylic. It's incredible, right? And then boom, I'm done. Just to show how quickly this is. And then I hit next. Thanks so much for your comment, Jerry. By the way, this thing's for sale. This is acrylic. Okay, and I could post that, and I could post it in 2 seconds. I'm not going to do it because then that person's going to get a notification. They're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? What just happened there is I got a buying question on my social, okay? And I turned it into a selling conversation by holding up the piece, by merchandising it, by talking about it, by letting them know the media type that it was available on, letting them know it was for sale. I could have ended that with, if you're interested, send me a DM here on Instagram or check out my website, links in the bio, right? That's awesome. That's amazing. But guess what? Now that gets posted publicly as a reel in your Reels feed. So when you look at mine, right, at Art Storefronts, like I'm constantly responding to people about their marketing questions. Like, what are some of the best practices for approaching or collaborating with brands? Interesting question. Now I have to make an assumption here, which is, what are some of the best practices for approaching? So I'm now able to take a question that somebody left me, respond in video, not only answer that person's question and ideally turn it into a buying conversation, but now that's going out on Instagram and a ton of people are going to end up seeing it. Do you know how powerful that is? That's insane. You're able to sell not just one-to-one, which you're trying to get the sale over the line, but you're now able to sell one-to-many, okay? That is so fundamentally, insanely powerful, I can't begin to tell you. And this is a tiny little moment in time, okay? It's a tiny little window in time because right now, Instagram is scared to death of TikTok, okay? And this is going to go away. Maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year, maybe it's a year and a half, but it's no different than the live art shows. The live art shows that I was talking about earlier represent one of the most fundamentally impactful art selling opportunities that exist. Reels is just another one, okay? Is just another one. And once you start understanding these things and executing these things, instantaneously your business will change. And all of you guys are on here. Some of you guys are doing Reels. Some of you are not. Very few of you are doing this. Very few of you even knew it existed. And so why do we exist as a business? We teach you how to do these things, and then we encourage you to do them, and then want you to start doing them instantaneously because this is the stuff that works, right? Like the value of what we do as a business is equal measure teaching you how to do the thing and then teaching you everything else to utterly, totally, and completely ignore. And there's a lot to ignore out there. And, shiny object syndrome. So that's what we do. That's what we do. Somebody's asking me on Facebook. The button's pretty easy, Janice. I don't know if you're a customer or not. If you're a customer, we have a complete tutorial. Just go into the back end and look at it. All step by step. Or you can just replay this video once it's done, Janice, and you can watch it again. But that's just one little way that like Reels is insane and Reels are impactful. The fact that you can get this free reach, like in order for me to get that as a marketer pre-Reels, I had to pay money. I had to put money into the Facebook and Instagram ads casino and say, show this to a whole bunch more people than you would ordinarily. And now they're doing it for free. So that's just one little moment in time, one little marketing technique, one little tactic. But I advertised Reels in the headline, so I wanted to give you something there. I realize that's not up. Yep, I got you, Eamon. You have to hit the mic. You have to hit the mic icon again, Eamon.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. What would you say is a good? You said your reels are never under a minute. What's too long for a reel?
There is none. Too long for a reel is a minute because they're a minute or less. So you can either do 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute. I always just set it to a minute. Whatever it ends up at is whatever it ends up as. But you literally can't do enough of them. You can't do enough of them to do every single solitary thing, right? And I go back to like the fundamentals of a sale, right? And like, the nuts and bolts of a well-run sale, let's say. Actually, to be honest with you, I did a presentation on this. I might as well get some more ROI out of it. I did a presentation on this to my customers earlier today, and I want to show this to you though. So I'm just pulling this up, and then I'll explain it to you. All right, so let's talk about the bones. That's what I called this presentation, or part of it anyway. Hold on, I'm getting it up. Bear with me. All right. Of course it doesn't link. Okay, good. So a well-run sale, right? The bones of a well-run sale. You tease the sale. You announce the sale. The sale has discount plus scarcity, 15% off, ends Friday at midnight, which, by the way, anyone that's protesting that, the only two brands that don't discount that I'm aware of are Louis Vuitton and Tiffany's. Are you telling me your art is so badass that you're not a discounter? Give me a break. Everyone discounts their art, okay? The higher up the chain you go, i.e. the stuff that's selling over 6 figures in galleries, sometimes the discounts there are 50% because high net worth individuals do not pay retail for anything. Anyone that's told you that discounting is not a part of selling art or photography has never sold any and is completely full of it. All right, rant over. So that is just human behavior. Discount plus scarcity. So during the sale, you market. Facebook plus Instagram plus live art shows. That's a typo. I'm going to fix that right now just for live art show, reels, anything else you have at your disposal. You do hand-to-hand combat during the sale. That is when you respond to questions. You respond to Instagram DMs. You respond to Facebook comments. You take buying questions and you turn them into selling conversations. Very important. You let people know the sale is ending. You end the sale. Sometimes we extend the sale, okay? So if those are the nuts and bolts of a well-run sale, the reels can encompass every single solitary step of the process, okay? What I showed you earlier with the responding to the comments like I did there, that represents hand-to-hand combat during the sale. You're getting questions during the sale. They're buying questions. You can do it during the sale, do it at any other time. That's the hand-to-hand combat portion. But guess what? If you're announcing a sale or teasing a sale, you send the email, you make the Facebook post, you make the Instagram post, and then you post the reel. And no one understands, like, I'm giving away all my tricks for free because I know none of you guys are going to take action. I'm just kidding. Some of you are going to take action, but most people don't take action. Hold on, let me get a prop. I'm having a sale today. I've just decided on mugs. Okay, I've got mugs in my store. It's one of the many things that I sell. This is a beautiful rock structure, which looks like it's Thailand based on the fan boat. I don't know. It's a stock image. Anyway, here I am, and I'm going to go to Instagram. And fundamentally, one of the important things to understand is, like, you know those little Russian dolls? They're called Matryoshka dolls, the doll inside the doll, inside the doll, inside the doll. Instagram is a social network that has social networks inside the social network, okay? And when you go to your profile and you look at it, there's a feed, right? We all know what a feed looks like. You scroll through a feed. Everyone has a feed. The feed is what's been around forever. It's the meat and potatoes, right? There's some people that just look at the feed. They come onto Instagram and their experience is, boom, here I am on Instagram and I'm just going to scroll through my feed and that's what I'm going to do. There's other people, okay, that come onto Instagram now, and according to Meta, which now owns Facebook and Instagram, according to Meta, 20+% of the time people spend on Instagram is spent on Reels. So if you're not doing Reels, you are essentially not marketing to 20+% of the audience that's on the most important social network now. So which is why you need to fundamentally focus on them, okay? But some people just look at the feed. Some people go down the Reels rabbit hole, and that's it. That's all they do. This is all they do. And maybe they'll search a tag and go down the Reels, and you can search anything. You can use the search engine, search whatever topic you want, okay? And then you can start going down the rabbit hole of that topic. And an easy way to think about it is television channels. Like those of us that are old school grew up with a small number, and then at some point in time it went to a big number, like 200. I just realized I'm not sharing the phone. What the hell's the matter with me? So they're like television channels that you can get into on Reels. So again, some people just do the feed, okay? I realize I wasn't showing this and it's not visual. Some people just go down the Reels rabbit hole, and that's all they do. They'll just look at the Reels, right? Some people, the whole social network for them exists just in the stories. They just come in. I have multiple people on my team that are kids, and this is all they do all day long, is they just, that's it. This is it. This is what they do. This is the whole social network for them. So if you don't have content in each one of those social networks, you're missing, and you're missing out significantly, okay? And so going back to your question, Eamon, I'm going to run a sale today. It's going to be a flash sale, and I'm going to run it on Reels. This is the ROI, okay, of a very small, succinct marketing technique or tactic. I'm going to make a reel, okay? So post, reel. Hey, guys, Patrick here. Just wanted to let you know it's Friday, feeling good. It's like 80 degrees outside. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. My wife and kids are out of town. I'm really excited about that. I don't get that whole pass that often. So I'm having a flash sale on mugs, okay? It's real. I've got multiple of these ones in my store. You can wake up every morning and have coffee with my beautiful art on your mug, okay? So the sale is, I'm not recording. I should record it. So look, here's a little selector, by the way. I'm in 15:30 in a minute, so I'm going to do a minute. Let's just start this all over again. What's up, guys? It's Friday. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm having a flash sale on mugs for the next 24 hours only. Take 10% off site-wide, okay, on any of my art on mugs, any which size that you like. These things are amazing. Pencil cup on the desk, or drink your coffee out of it doesn't matter to me. If you got questions, you can hit my website, link in the bio, or you can send me a DM here on Instagram. Boom. Finish that one. Next. What's up, guys? Don't need to hear that blowhard again. Give it a title. Flash sale on mugs. If you were going to do this, comprehensively, you would give it some hashtags as well. I should say that, okay? But I have here also share a reel to feed. You guys see this? Very, very important, okay? Very, very important. So I'm going to go ahead and share it. Done. It's now posting, okay? It's now posting. Just give it a second, and it will show up in my weird-looking green screen behind me. All right. So it's now posted, right? And so when I talk about the social networks within inside the social networks, and so if you look at my feed, and this is me looking at the feed here, there's now the reel in the feed. Okay, done. If you look at my Reels tab, there's now the reel inside here. Is this the one that I did? Yep, it is. Now, okay, now I can come back here, grab this, press the three little dots. No, I don't even need to press three little dots. I press the send, okay? And I go send, add reel to my story. Now, here's the reel inside of a story. I can jazz it up with some stickers, music, @mentions, whatever I want, selfie, like, you know, put all the typical Instagram story stuff in here, type something out, boom, I post it to my story, okay? So now, once I'm done with that, that would just be me posting it to the story, right? And so I've just put my reel inside the story. That's cool. How do I get out of this? Okay, out, out, out. I can also go to the reel and press the three little dots, and I can save this thing to my camera roll. So now it's been saved to my camera roll. Does the same for Android as it does for Instagram. And now I can come down here and go to my camera roll like I would normally do on iOS, right? And there's the reel that I recorded. It's now airplane there. That's going to break my little thing because I'm doing like presentation mode. So now I take that reel that I just created on Instagram, that just went to my Instagram feed, that just went to my reels, that just went to my Instagram stories. I downloaded it, and now I go and post it on Facebook. And in 5 minutes, I just created content for, 5 different venues. So do that. Do that as much as you can, and don't kill yourself. Don't feel like you need to kill yourself, but just do the best you can, and do more today than you did yesterday. I'm going to delete this one. That's the type of stuff that you need to be doing, Eamon. That's the type of stuff that everyone on this call needs to be doing, and that's the type of stuff no one is doing. It's not easy. You have to learn how to do it, and then you have to have the motivation to keep it going.
I guess I kind of want to avoid becoming a pain in the ass, either on an email, too many emails. Or
No. Do you see how much we email?
Yes.
We are a pain in the ass. Okay. Let me be the pain in the ass. I'll be the pain in the ass for everyone. It's like human nature to think when we go and put our marketing messages out there that everyone sees them. That's the way that our minds work. Like, oh my gosh, I put this thing together, this email together, and I sent it to my list, and they all saw it. No one saw it, Eamon. No one read it, okay? People are reading as little email as you're reading, okay? They didn't see your social post. They didn't see your email. They didn't see any of it. No one saw it. No one saw it, period. They're watching cat videos. They're busy. They have lives and everything else. If you don't up the frequency, you don't get their attention. That's all it is. So you got to get over that and dispel yourself of that notion. It takes some time, right? Like, my customers are always like, I sent an email and I got 6 unsubscribes. Does not matter. Those 6 people were never going to buy anything. Get over it. We're in business to sell art and photography. I don't care about unsubscribes. I don't care about likes. I don't care about follows. I care about good and consistent marketing. And that's what we do. You're not gonna be a pain in the ass. Don't worry. I will let you know when you're a pain in the ass. Okay, when you're emailing as much as me, then you are a pain in the ass. Not until then. Good. Who else, guys? Questions? I feel like I'm talking myself into circles today. I did a presentation earlier in this too. I'm gonna need to lay down after this. Can be anything about anything. No? Quiet? Okay. I'll go through my wrap-up pitch, and you guys can contemplate whether or not there's anything else you wanna ask. You got to fix the marketing problem, guys. If you want the business to grow, you got to fix the marketing problem. Nothing's going to change until you fix the marketing problem. That's the most important takeaway. That's what we do. That's what we teach you to do. That's what we try to hold you accountable to do. Not easy. It's a grind. It takes time. But when you do it, you actually put yourself in position for the business to grow year after year after year after year. And we talk about sales all the time, and you and I are ranting about that a little bit. Memorial Day is coming up. Good art selling holiday. Father's Day is coming up. Good art selling holiday. Independence Day, otherwise known as 4th of July. And then the one that no one thinks is a big art selling holiday, Amazon Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day is a holiday made out of thin air, created by Jeff Bezos, and he copied the Chinese because they have a thing called Singles Day. Biggest e-commerce holiday in the entire world, not even close, by the way. Singles Day, 11/11 in China. It's like something like 12 times the size of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Prime Day is now almost as big as Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I believe, on the last filing. And what no one understands is that these retailers, these other retailers, go and spend all this money on advertising to create a sale. They have a discount and scarcity. Prime Day, so much off, deals here and there, ends on Friday, right? Amazing that. Amazon doing the exact same thing we're advocating. And that whips us all up into a frenzy. We're all subject to that. We get our wallets out, we're on the trigger figure. And so when you piggyback your sale with those other sales, you do significantly better. Go ahead, Nicholas. And you'll need to unmute, Nicholas. You gotta hit the mic icon, bottom left-hand corner. Yep, gotcha.
I just had a quick question about the Instagram reel, because I want to start doing those. But
yes, you do.
Does that, once you post that, does that stay on there until you delete it?
Yes.
Okay, so it can be an ongoing thing for.
Yeah, like the platform changes so fast and evolves so fast that there's no anything anyone tells you have to take with a grain of salt. Right now, we exist in this little window where Instagram is trying to kill TikTok, and it is a knockdown, drag out fight. So they're helping us out. What I've traditionally seen, unless you have something that really hits a home run, it does whatever it does, and then it stops getting views. So you might get a couple thousand views, and then that one's done, and you have to create more. So really, the best way to stay ahead of it is just to continue feeding the beast.
And I came in kind of late. How often should you be posting in a reel?
20 times a day.
Oh.
The takeaway is not to do it 20 times a day, but don't. There's no magic number. You know, you do as many as you can, and you get better at it. And you learn, and just don't think that there's some sort of magic number you have to hit. Just do one this week if you've never done one, and then next week do 2, and then the week after that do 5, and be like, okay, I can do 5. All right, do 5.
Yeah, and the way the way it appeared on there, you can. It's just like similar to a Facebook Live, right? You don't have to record something ahead of time.
No, you certainly don't. You can. I mean, it's basically, our generation, okay, your generation, my generation, we knew what TV was, right? Back in the day with the real thing, right? And then,
how it's black and white.
Yeah, well, I didn't have the black and white in my day. Thankfully, I had the color, but TV is dead. It's going to die with our generation, and the younger generation has no idea what it is. And reels, reels fundamentally represent what it is. Like, we used to get home at the end of the day, right? And we're tired and beat up, and we'd sit down on the couch. And when you sit down on the couch at the end of the day like that, I don't want to do anything. Just turn the boob tube on and let it feed me, right? Without having to do anything. TikTok and Instagram, by copying in these reels, is what the younger generation, certainly, but it's inching its way up. This is what people are watching instead of TV now. So it's your opportunity to make a little television segment that gets people to follow you, that allows you to sell. And, they somehow, the combination of algorithmically and the insert of music and the visual timing, and yes, the fact that it's built for cell phones, they've been trying to do this for a while. It's finally tipped, it's finally tipped. And the funny thing is too, is that, and I didn't get into this on my, on my social media rant, but early on, and this is important, so I'm just going to tell you, early on, Instagram started coming up. Zuckerberg was like, Instagram looks really good. They're grabbing a ton of users. I'm going to buy Instagram. And so big deal, bought Instagram. Then another company came around, and the company was called Snapchat. And Snapchat's features was these stories. And so Mark Zuckerberg went to the Snapchat guy and was like, Evan Baxter, I think, I'll give you 10 billion or whatever it was. I can't remember what the numbers are. And the Snapchat guy told Mark Zuckerberg, pound sand. Okay. I'm not giving you, I'm not doing it. You can pound sand. And then Zuckerberg went back and probably was pissed off and fuming and steaming. And then he went to his engineering department and he goes, you know what? We don't need Snapchat. We have 500x the users. Just copy their feature. and he copied it verbatim. Okay, verbatim. So you want to see something spooky? This is TikTok, right? And this is a reel on TikTok.
Weird things I've seen as a realtor.
So kiss or slap.
Okay, this is Instagram Reels. If you look closely, okay, this is YouTube Shorts. Oh, come on. Don't blow my presentation for me right when I was cooking with gas. Let's see. Hold on. It's an interesting thing to watch, and I'll make the point on it in a second. Of course, YouTube is just derping out. If I was able to show the three, I can almost not even tell the difference between the three of them. And so everybody watched what Zuckerberg did when he copied Snapchat. When I mean everyone, you know, the other social networks out there, and now all three of them are just copying it. And the reason I bring it up in this context, Nicholas, is that everyone is just spending all their time on this right now. I don't know why, 100%, although I think it replaces TV, but it is just compelling. It's visually short. You can watch it on your cell phone. You can tune in for a minute. You can just passively watch, and you don't have to do anything. You can thumb scroll and just go down the rabbit holes of these interesting things, and it's just working. It's just working. So that's what I'd say.
You can sit back and relax, have a cup of coffee, and
zone out. Yeah,
take it all in. Yeah,
you sure can. You sure can.
So which is the most effective? Is it Instagram over YouTube?
Yeah, Instagram for selling art and photography is the one. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I like that piece behind you too. It's cool looking. All right. Enough on the Instagram Reels and enough on everything else. The whole point of today's session is, like, you know, you've heard about us, you've gotten some emails, you've seen some Facebook ads, you've seen some Instagram ads, whatever else. You're like, who are these people? What the heck is their product? I don't really understand what they do. I don't understand how they can help me. The whole point of this session is to try and establish, do I know, like, and trust these people? Does it sound like they know what the hell they're talking about? Do I think they can help me grow my business? If you're in that camp and you feel like, you know, these people do know what they're talking about, get a demo. The demo is the 1 hour test drive of all the bells, all the whistles, all our plans, all our services, everything else. After that, you can decide if we're a good fit for you and not a good fit for you. But we're having a huge summer sale now, which I think ends in, I don't know, 14 days or something like that, 12 days. So it's a good time to get in. There's a ton of extra stuff that they're throwing in, and there's time to get your website up, running, ready, get going on your marketing, and start preparing for the next big sales that are coming. And, you know, fundamentally, this business is about normal marketing, sale, normal marketing, sale, normal marketing, sale, rinse and repeat. Always has been. It always will be. If you don't start getting some reps and sets on those sales, Q4 is going to come. Q4 is where there's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas. It is by far the biggest art selling time of the year. It's not even close. If that's when you're running your first sale, you're not going to make it. You're just not going to make it. So if you want to get started, highly recommend the demo. Great. It just gives you the tour of the whole thing. I think they're actually running 2 of them tomorrow, by the way, on Zoom that you can sign up for. That'll be in the link tree, actually, I think. Let me see if it is in the link tree. I don't know if it will be or if it's not. Is it? Boom, it is. Wow, our people are really on things today. Great job, whoever did this. Hold on, let me pull up the screen share so you guys can see. So in the chat there is one of the links is the link tree one. So do you see linktree.artstorefronts? So they're running 2 of these things tomorrow, or one on Saturday, one on Sunday at 1 p.m. CST, so 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST. Yeah, sounds right. So you can click one of these and just register for that, and it's a Zoom just like this, and so you can walk through the whole thing if you're so inclined. Or you can fill out the form and somebody will contact you, but you can see whether or not we're a good fit for you and all that jazz. Otherwise, follow the pyramid, get marketing. You don't have website problems. You have marketing problems. Until you fix them, business is not going anywhere. On that note, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Appreciate you guys sticking with me all the way till the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned some stuff. And hope to see you on the inside or on a future session. Thanks, guys.